Y'all come on in. Come on in. We're going to talk about it. It's complicated. This is complicated. Yeah. I'll come right on in. Get myself together. I'm waiting on y'all. Give y'all a few minutes while I get myself together. It's Friday night. I hope y'all had a wonderful Friday. I did. In spite of it all, y'all, I heal fast. I really do. I'm down to one crutch, and I have not had the brace on after this morning. I'm scheduled to go to therapy sometime next week, but I think I'm going to do well. And I don't see myself being off for the rest of the year. So, it's all good in the neighborhood with me. Either way it go, I'm going to get paid, whether I'm off or whether I'm not off. So, that part doesn't matter. But, being at home all day Thursday and all day today, it's like, man, I'm not used to this. This would have to be a real adjustment to a new lifestyle again. I'm ready to go back. Okay, who stepped off in here? Hey, Miss Libra 4, good evening to you. Hey, Elaine, y'all hit that bell. That's the like button. Come on in. What am I drinking this evening? I am drinking, gotta wipe it off, it's sweating. Um, Peach Bellini sparkling water. See, I had y'all. Y'all thought I was drinking a real peach Bellini. Just in case I got to take the medicine, okay? Real alcoholics, they can't do that, you know. People who are not alcoholics, they can refrain. But I thank God I can drink and not drink and be okay. So let me open it up. I've been drinking them all day long. I bought them and I didn't know if I was going to like the sparkling water or not. But the peach flavors and the, what else I had? I had the peach flavor and the limoncello. Okay? And it was pretty good. So I'm going to see how I like this one. Let me take a little sip of it and see how it tastes. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. What's up, Elaine? How you doing, Elaine? The real yo-yo is in the bed. Don't you dare cut up tonight, okay? Because the subject we're going to be talking about tonight is a serious matter, okay? We got to establish over here, and again, this is coming from a subscriber. Y'all give me the hardest task over here. I don't never see no other content creator in this sector or no other sector that have the task y'all give me of the different topics y'all want to discuss. So y'all have given me so many, I had to look back at my screenshots and figure out, well, which one do you think you want to talk about on a Friday night? They've been working all week. So no, you don't want to talk about the anxiety tonight. No, you do not. Okay, that might put somebody into anxiety. So hold off on that one. So somebody else had given me a lady versus a woman. Now I got some questions right off the bat. Do y'all think it's a difference in being a lady and being a woman? I need some answers. Okay? So while y'all pondering over that and putting y'all's comment in, let me start by telling you this is one of the most difficult conversations that we're going to have out here on YouTube. Why? Because it's going to step on somebody's toes, and they're going to come out and they're going to let you know that their toes have been stepped on, or either they just going to go straight silent. They're going to ignore it like they never heard it, okay? But apparently it was important enough to this subscriber to want to talk about it. So that's what we do. Let's chat. So first, while y'all are coming into the building, hey to just the High Queen, looking so fresh and so clean, just got out the tub, and I shampooed my hair and I darkened it. I couldn't take them dark roots anymore and tying them up for y'all not to see them and all that. I was like, nah, I'm going darker. So I went in there and I got me some toner and I put it on there and I left it on there for like 25 minutes. Excuse me. And I rinsed it out and this is what color it came out to be. So then I had some hair in there, some braiding hair. So I made me another little ball up there. Braided it up, pinned it up. Found me a clip that you supposed to go up in the front of the head, and I chose to put it in the back because I can do that. All right, so now you know the hair story. Okay, that's how it came out. But I've been on the sofa most of the day, on the telephone, mainly with HR this morning. The adjuster for compensation called me this morning, so I've been taking care of all that school business with the injury and stuff. And it was important because it's how you going to get paid and when you going to get paid and all that good stuff. So I got all of that settled and all that out the way so I don't have to worry about that part of it. What's up, Miss Audrey? How you doing? I still got the sniffles, so excuse me. And get out y'all's face. But I guess I'm going to have that until I go to the doctor and he dried up because the Mucinex helped, but it didn't do what it was supposed to do. All right. Praise God for healing. Now you do much this weekend. I'm still take it easy this weekend. The only thing I plan on doing this weekend is going to church. I'm not sure if I'm going up in the choir stand easy because there's steps to go up there. And I didn't go to choir rehearsal. And she don't like that when you come up there and don't go to choir rehearsal. So I might ease in there on my crutches and sit in the back. And so I can be the first one out and out of everybody's way. Okay, that's my plan. Other than that, and I am going to get my car washed if it doesn't rain, because it's not bad on the outside, but I need my floor mats cleaned. So I'm going to do that Saturday. And I'm glad it was the left leg and not the right leg, so I can still drive. It just takes me forever to move around, and I'm not used to that. Y'all know I'll be moving fast and in a hurry. Okay, what's up, Miss Charlotte? How you doing this afternoon? Good evening, Ms.V. Hey, Carla. Hey, Miss Aretha. Go get her. Good evening. How are you? Pretty in pink today. Yes, and I'm not an AKA. My daughter is, not me. I'm not into any sororities, and I think that's going back to college. We didn't have a black sorority on campus. You would have had to go to Grambling, which is 5 miles away, and I wasn't fool enough to go over there from a white university and try to pledge on a black line. Once I got out, I never thought about it again until my daughters went through her pledging process. And then I thought, let's go through it as mother-daughter. She didn't want to do that, and I was like, okay, cool with me. I ain't been in no sorority all this time, so you think I'm going to worry about it? Not me. Moving on. And that's what I did. Okay. To just to say, Queen, everything we give you is a piece of cake to you. Thank you, to just I appreciate that. Hey, Miss Jackie Johnson, how you doing? You enjoying your new phone? You learned how to operate it? You using it for a backup, or what you doing with it? Yes, there is a difference between a lady and a woman. In the research that I did, you are exactly correct, Tajisti. Hey, Lynette, how are you? Kiss the Ring is in the building, y'all. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, Miss Mary. I hope all is well. Hey, Vonda. Let's see who else. Hey to everyone in the chat from Yo-Yo. Miss Miller's in the building, my moderator, and she is saying, evening, my ladies, coming in for a few minutes behind. Hubby took us to my favorite Napoleonic, what's that? Napolitan pizza. He treated us to a honey hot chicken pizza. Never heard of it before. Because I had a misunderstanding at work today, gave me a headache. Oh, wow. It can happen, Auntie, but you know what to do. You've been around long enough and you're wise enough to know what to do. You did just the right thing. Get in a different environment. Breathe in, breathe out. That was today. This is tonight. So let it stay in today and you move on with the night. That's how you work it, okay? Hey, Miss Maria, how are you? Okay. Dude, Greetings from Substation 1 in Antarctica. Wow, I bet it's cold as the dickens up there. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Lily, how are you? Whenever I have a tough, probably day, no, that's not what you said. You say, whenever I have a tough it out type of day. Got it. I treat myself to some food. I enjoy but eat in moderation. Gotta pat myself on the back for adulting today. You get a clap over here too. That's what we gotta be. We have to be adults when other people are not. And it's hard. I'm gonna tell you. And I didn't learn it overnight. I learned it over time, age, and years. It didn't come to me just like that. When I was in my 40s is when I really, really saw myself settling down, because before then, if they came at me wrong, I was coming right back at them. That's why I can see Brittany at her age, why she says and does some of the things she's doing, because I've been there and done that. But as you age and you get older, you don't expect people to continue down that road. You should get wiser as you get older and start setting an example for people to follow. Um, like I say, I don't want my legacy to be my grandchildren looking at me one day and saying, "Oh, grandma, wow," and be ashamed of me? No. None of my family members and friends. Never. I don't act like that in real life, so I'm not going to act like that on YouTube. No matter what is said or done, I shut the live off before I do it, okay? And if I feel you taking me there, I'm going to say, I see y'all, I got to go. Yeah. It's all kind of ways of getting around problems. Good evening, Valencia. How you doing? You caught alive? Thank God it's Friday. I'll be going to the post office in the morning, so be on the lookout for your belated birthday gift. Thank you, Valencia. I should be at home most of next week, except for going out for therapy. And whatever I have to do, I'm going to try to do it while I'm out. But most of the things I have to take care of, I'm going to try to do it over the phone or through email. Okay, and I appreciate that. Or just say, and some ladies or women still have some little girl issues they need to shake written for good. And they don't, because they don't know how to get past it. And it makes you wonder, um, you don't want to put it on the mother, because some kids are going to just be who they are. They may have gone back and picked up some bad genes from great grandparents or grandparents or whoever, or just watched people on TV and they just wanted to become that person, or hung out in the wrong crowd. So I'm not going to always place it on the parents, because all children don't grow up like their parents. I've seen some kids who had great parents. I've seen some kids who had parents that were just not so great at all, but their kids turned out great. So that's why I'm not going to just put it on the parents. A lot of times it is parenting, though. Okay, I'll put it that way. Let me get this off of here. Now, how did I put that? Okay, I got it. Okay. Hey, Kara Anna, how you doing this evening? Naptaga is in the building. Naptaga, I had it in my head that I wanted to do some crafting today, but it wasn't in my body to move. So I got a project to get started on. It's a little table for the balcony outside, but it wasn't in my spirit. So I don't like to do things because I mess up things when I don't have my mind focused in on it. A lady is a lady of any progress. A woman is the opposite of a man. Good definition. I like that. Okay. Moving on. You mean profession? I got you. Okay. Miss Miller say, some days I think back being a teenager and my parents' home thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to do what I want. I think we all went through that, because when I was growing up in my house, I felt like my parents were so strict. I was the first girl too, and I had all those boys older than me, and everybody had their eyes on me. Everybody knew my parents in the town, because my mom had taught so many of their kids. It's like at her funeral, she had three generations of children. She had taught the grandmother, the mother, and the children, because she was in there for 40 years. And it was like, I don't want to be like her in a sense, because it was just like, She was that loving, kind, sweet person to everybody. And when people did her wrong, she just turned the other cheek and walked away. But as I aged, I realized that was a good person to want to be like, or uh, position yourself in life to want to be like her. Yeah. And then I started looking at both parents, and I saw their positives and their negatives. After, I got my own home and my own family and was going through my own life challenges. And now that I've aged, I just respect both of them so highly for raising me to be the lady that I am. I am a woman because I'm not a man, but I consider myself a lady. There is a difference, okay? I laugh at silly young Millie now. Been days I wanted to cry to mom about adulting being mean. Yeah, it was like being a teacher's child back then. You had to really be on your P's and Q's. You could not get in any trouble. You were like a community leader at the school. People were supposed to follow you, and that's Miss Brown's daughter. That's Miss Metlock's daughter. That's Miss Bass's daughter. I mean, they kind of put you up on a pedestal, and it wasn't nice when you fell off because both parents in the house, if it was two, were coming for you. Neighbors were coming for you. Other teachers at the school were coming for you. It was not easy. Okay, I can't imagine being a preacher's child either. That should have been a rough life for a lot of them. And a lot of them go astray early and they never come back. Mm-mm. Mary Hunter, how are you this evening, Mary? Archer say, Ms.V, have you tried honey lemon rum and sip on it? Hot as a toddy. No, I haven't. I'd have to go get some rum. I don't have any rum. I have honey and I have lemon. So I'll get off live before then and I can go across to the little store I used to go in the chef run when I lived over in Webster. They carry liquor over there in a small bottle, so I don't have to get a great big bottle of it because I'm really not into rum. And rub on your chest with some Vicks Vapor Rub. I have some Vicks in there also. On your feet and put on some socks. Okay, I'm gonna try that, Audrey. When I get off of here, I just need to go get the rum. Everything else I have, and I know I'm supposed to stay inside, so my pores are gonna be open. So I need to cover up with a sheet or something. Okay. Thank you, Audrey. A lady is of any profession, and a woman is the opposite of a man. Okay, you clarified it. I got it the first time. We good. Okay. Hey, Kendra's Corner. Good evening, Miss V Chat. Happy Friday, and happy Friday to you. Okay, so I've gotten down now. I don't know who the mod is. Oh, Miss Millie. Miss Millie's in the building. Okay, I only need one. She can handle it until the rest of them come in if they can. Now, I don't think Chef Mac is coming in because I remember her saying last night that she had an 8-hour drive for an event that she's doing this weekend. I saw Yo-Yo too in the building, so I have two. That's good. Okay, y'all excuse me if I have to bend over to blow my nose or to cough up. Okay, whatever this is, but next week I think is the week that I do get to the doctor. Okay, in the meantime, I just have to wipe and sniffle the snot. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. A lady displays self-respect, class, appreciation, and etiquette. Do you agree? I saw somebody coming in. Hold on. Oh, that's Carol Anna. Okay. She does not allow her mood to affect her manners. That is the hardest thing to do when you want to classify yourself as a lady. Because people can get under your skin so fast, especially these days, and especially on social media out here with the lies. That is the thing that chaps me the worst. For somebody to come out and just out and out lie on me when you don't know what you're talking about, and you're not telling the truth. This year has taught me so much about the virtual world of people. I've always been face to face with people. Whether we agreed or disagreed or we had a difference in opinion or whatever, we were face to face. We were on the telephone. We could talk about it. It's so different out here. You have to learn how to ignore. You have to stop watching them, because every time I go over there and watch one of them that hates me, I didn't say my haters, I said hates me for their own personal reasons, then I feel like I have to address your lie. So I did good for 2 whole months, not looking at any of them, so I didn't know anything any of them was saying, and I could just come out here and do my commentary and just leave. I'm back, okay? Because it's not worth listening to it. They should have no reason to do commentary on me because I'm not doing commentary on them, okay? So if they choose to do it, fine, because what I saw from the last time they did that, they ran by numbers, because people were coming over here, a lot of them, just to hear what I was going to say or how I was going to come back with a rebuttal. So let them run people over here. I'd appreciate it. Call my name, okay? Because what I saw was good, okay? It was good for me. Back to being a lady. So being eloquent as a lady doesn't mean that you should be snobby or stuck up, okay? But that you should have dignity. You should have or be able to concentrate. Think while these people are speaking. I find that if you sit back for a few minutes and don't say nothing and analyze the situation, a lot of times it's not worth speaking on. Let them continue to speak until you get yourself together, how you going to address it eloquently and with class. Otherwise, you're going to come out here and you're going to hear exactly what you hear every day. Be this, MF that. It's not classy. Okay? Do things in moderation in your daily actions. Don't be so quick to come back on people that you don't know. They don't know you. You don't know them. What is it going to hurt you for them to say what they say when the ones who want to see you and want to hear you are going to come anyway? Chances of them losing people is more likely than you losing people. The ones you lose should have been lost anyway. Think about what I just said. It'll make a whole lot of sense. Hi, Jim. How are you doing? Hi, Skylar. Women have grace and beauty of controlling how they perceive that men will never have. You are definitely correct about that. We think differently than men, and we're more emotional than men, and we're more pleasers than a lot of men, okay? And that's what I found over my 70 years. Queen, you are an example of a lady to me. You are strong, kind, and respectful. Thank you, Tajisti. I try hard. It took a while, and especially out here on social media, to be nice to people who turn on you and they're not nice to you. Because what I've always read is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That does not work in today's society. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work. People, I said it once, I said it twice, are in your life for a reason and a season. If they can't use you, if they can't scam you, if they can't beg you from you, they don't really have any use for you. If you jump ahead of them or they see you catching up, crab in a bucket, let me pull her down. Instead of saying, come on up here, girl, it's nice up here. But it's really not nice for them because they created the wrong type of audience from jump. And now they stuck with it. And no matter how they try to change, it's very hard. Y'all have seen people out here who tried to make a turnaround. It didn't work out too well. They almost had to start over again because people learned them for who they were when they first came out here. I've been very consistent. I can say that from day one up until now. Okay? Education, motivation, inspiration, and humor. Now, some people may not like my humor, like Miss Sandra the other day. She didn't like my humor, but she didn't hear me say anything about the lady that I was laughing at. She heard me laughing at who was saying it about the lady. So people are different. I'm different. And I can respect her and I can accept that with no problem. Okay, we're moving on down. Hey, my pretty face, Carol Anna. Yo, thank you, baby. Glad my team here. I wasn't able to hop into moderation just yet. We heading home from dinner. Okay, I'm glad you had a wonderful dinner. Just take your time. It'll be all right. I've learned to read the comment before I say it out on my chat. That way it doesn't mess up my live and I don't have to stop with big bashing them or whatever. You know, they fell off into the wrong chat and we're not concerned about them over here. They can move on. And I've learned to skip right over it. Machine learning money. Hey, what's up? Well, you saw the topic, so you should know what's up. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Shabani. That's the best I can do is the last thing. You're strong. You have a flag from a different country, and I don't know what it is, but welcome. Be respectful. Long as you're respectful, you're welcome in here. Hey, Danielle Numi, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Knob Tiger, just get some gold, what is that, metallic spray paint on your table. Gold metallic. Okay. But, Knob Tiger, I had thought about doing the table that's already out there and the two chairs in black because of that salt water out there. It has already turned that table beige. It's no longer white. And the humidity from the salt water from the Gulf and the heat, I thought I'd go with black because the white has already turned to beige. So I got to think about the gold. Okay? Because of where I live. And it's not going to stay gold long because that's what happened when I tried to put those butterflies outside and they didn't have outside paint. They changed colors. By the way, I did get the butterflies back. Me and Miss Margaret exchanged. So once I take my Easter stuff down from the door, I'm going to put the butterflies back up there and they can roll on. Okay? Unless I find something for summer to put up there. Okay, yeah, man, what is this? Okay, yeah, man, you're going to have to probably, just like you came in, just remove yourself. And then we won't have to do it for you, okay? Because you didn't even speak. I don't like that. To come into anybody's chat and not even speak, you don't really belong. Your home is very nice. Thank you, Danielle. I did what I wanted to see every day. I'm basically the only one in here 85% of the time. So it's me. And if y'all like it, that's good enough because I do a lot of lives from inside right now until it's, that time of year I can go outside. But I appreciate that. Hello, Madison. How are you? And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. So what makes a woman a lady? This is the concept of a real lady. Can vary depending on cultural, historically, and social context. But generally, it refers to a woman who exhibits refined manners, eloquence, and dignity in her own conduct. Now, as you think about this, I want you to think about yourself, the people you associate with, your family, and your friends. And start classifying yourself first. Are you a woman or do you consider yourself a lady? Do you even want to be a lady? Are you satisfied just being a woman? Some people may be okay with that. And that's fine with me. It's the disrespect I can't handle. Okay, so how do you start being a lady? First of all, in order to be a lady, you got to know what it takes to be one. In my definition, you have to introduce yourself at gatherings. When you walk into a room, you need to own the room. They invited you. You are the guest. If you are the guest speaker, you are the one that's entertaining the crowd with whatever you're saying. You're captivating their attention. They're your audience. So you have to be a little bit of everything, a little bit of humor, a little bit educated, a little bit intriguing, motivating, all of the above to keep them. And you cannot come out there every time doing the same thing. Eventually, that will get old. You got to give people a variety because every one of you who came in here tonight is different. Y'all all looking for a different thing. So I just can't come out here and just be, hey, Danielle, knew me. I'm glad you came over here tonight. Because the rest of them goes, oh, Lord, I got to go. This woman here is boring as all get out. And some of it is a learned behavior, but most of it is just who you are. It comes from within. Danielle is saying facts. Everyone hit that like button, says hey Millie. If you're not subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell. So the second thing I thought you should be or know to be a lady is stand strong in your convictions, but be sure you are right. I can come out here and I can say the wrong thing. I can do the wrong thing. I am not perfect by no hook or the crook. Okay? I strive to be a better person every day than I was yesterday. But we have to get there. We all have to get there, and we all won't get there at the same time. Okay? So convict yourself first. And then don't convict and come back and do the same thing again. Does that make any sense? You might as well stay out there on that path that you were on. People would give you more respect than to flip-flop back and forth. Now, either you're going to be with me or you're going to be against me. That's your choice. Okay? Hey, classy lady. So, know how to host a guest is another thing. Y'all are my guests in my home. Okay? So, I got to know how to host you. When you write comments, and I read them, I got to know how to respond to them. I just can't come out there and just, okay, then everybody else in the chat is saying, well, wow, if I say something, I'm scared she might do me like that. No, I'm going to treat everybody with respect. I'm not saying you're going to be able to stay in here after you disrespect me, but I'm going to treat you with respect. Anybody that's ever come to this channel and left, not one can say I disrespected them. Not me. You may have come in here and disrespected me, or you might not have been a secure woman where you could come up in here or a classy lady and be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and you may have listened to the wrong people and you left because of what they said and not what I told you. That's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? To each his own. Everybody's not meant to be on your journey with you. Some people got to get off for you to move on. Okay? There's a world of people out there. Some people you don't need on your journey. Period. Hey Carla. You're a classy lady yourself. How you doing, Carla? Good. The next thing, know when to speak your mind. People out here normally, as soon as you say something about them, here they come right back. Not me. I got to stop and think about if it's even worth addressing you. Because if I don't address you, you really look like a fool coming from me when I ain't said nothing about you even the first time. So you have to think about all those things. Dress for the occasion. Whatever occasion it is, I'm out here tonight. It's Friday night. I'm very casual tonight, okay? I'm clean. My face is done. My teeth are brushed, okay? That's all I owe you out here on a Friday night, sitting in my bedroom in my home. Now, if I was out in a public place, you wouldn't expect to see me out there with a bonnet on. That wouldn't be too appropriate. That all of these things separate a woman from a classy lady. A classy lady, when she leaves out the door, she knows she's going to be out in the world with worldly people. So they're going to talk about you either way it go. Everybody's not going to like you for whatever reason. They can just look at you and, oh my God, there she is. Oh my God, I don't like the way she look. I don't like what she got on. There are a lot of judgmental people out here who just, they ain't happy with themselves. So how in the heck they going to be happy with you? It's not going to happen. Stop expecting it to happen. You be better off. Hold on. I am full of congestion tonight. Uh-oh, I done run out of Kleenex. Hold on, y'all. I got to go get me some more. Hold your horses. I'm sorry. Hold on, I got to get him a crutch. All right, I'm back. And what I had to learn also is that every statement does not need a response to it. It doesn't. Some people are coming for you. You don't even know who they are. You ain't never seen them before. I've had that to happen out here. It's like, where she come from? I didn't even know she was out here. And she trying to, excuse me, do a reaction on me? Oh, well, maybe she trying to run her numbers. But when you don't respond back, they got to go somewhere. I had people from TikTok. I don't even go on TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok. But they are emailing me something, a link that I'm supposed to open about me on TikTok. You must be done lost your mind. No, baby. Move on. Not going to happen. You go into spam. Okay, and did. Live in integrity. We all know what integrity is. It is what you are doing when people are not looking. I don't see y'all other than virtually in the chat. So what you're saying in the chat ought to be exactly what you'd be saying behind my back. Same thing. Nothing no different. Oh, I go into a chat, but I really don't like her. That's no integrity. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And have ladylike behavior. Be polite, be dignified, and be graceful. What glorifies you as a lady is someone of high social status by birth and upbringing, but not necessarily by title. I don't have any titles on my name, but yet I can be just as classy as someone who has multiple titles behind their name. Because I just told you, it's your upbringing from birth. It doesn't matter who brought you up. They had to have some class about them in order for you to see what being classy is all about. Okay? I'm going to get y'all's comments. Let me get down a little bit further. Don't use crude language. My mother never cursed. I never heard her say, her 3 words she had was shit, damn, and hell. When it got past that, she didn't know nothing else to say. And when she said those 3 words, she was mad. She always, if I can remember, every time I saw her angry, she went into the bathroom. And I found out in later years, she went in there and she prayed. That was her prayer closet in the bathroom. And when she came out, whether she had been crying, I never saw my mother crying tears ever in my life. And I thought, this is the strongest woman I've ever seen in my life. I always used to tell her she was Jackie O. Like when President Kennedy passed away, this woman went on to the inaugural of Lyndon Johnson with the bloody stained skirt on. This man's brains had been blown out into her lap. That was my mother. She's sitting there at my father's funeral singing along with the people up there. Got up and spoke over him. They had been together 55 years. So you know she had to miss him. They weren't just in the house. One of them was at every function we were in. With that many children, both of them can't be there at the same time unless it's only one function that night. But they were always supportive of us. And that was my dad's big thing. His family came first. Wife and children, in that order. And he demanded respect. Get out from around him. And I maybe that's where I got it from. I'm trying to get back to my comments. Lobotomy Bunny. Sounds like a kid. But be respectful and you can stay in here. You're beautiful. Thank you. Danielle says, absolutely, I try hard to keep it clean and cute, never loud. Yes, it's a way to do anything. And people out here think it's because of who you support. No. People see people differently. You got the Purple Heart, so it tells me you're a raw supporter. But you can come in here and you can support me as well because of what I'm saying. You can support Roz of what your beliefs are in her and what she's saying. I don't know how long you've been there. I know we met on Coco's page years ago, but it doesn't matter to me because when I look in my analytics, they're coming from everybody's page, which says a lot for me. I don't have a problem with none of these people. They may have a problem with me, but they're not my problem. And I appreciate that. Classy lady, that's why I choose my nickname. Yes, and it's cute. From the beginning, classy lady, I like your handle on your name. That means it says something about you. That's what I gathered from it. Hey, LaWanda, happy Friday to you. Carla speaking to you, LaWanda. Okay, y'all are speaking to each other. You have to work on cursing. It's going to take time, Danielle. It took me, and I'm going to be very serious about this. I'm going to say close to 20 years because I started in college. When the white people started coming for me and all this N-word and all this stuff, I slapped back, okay, with what I had to say to them. And then I took it on into the workplace because there were only about 8 blacks working in the lab, and it was probably close to 100 of us between all of the labs, and we all met up in one of the break rooms. We only had 2. And out there, if any of them ever come into my live or ever see me out here, they call me Ivetta. They gonna say, boy, that Ivetta would cuss your ass out. And I would. And I wouldn't have no problem with it. And we might be talking by the end of the day, but you got cussed out after lunch when you said what you said. I had formed in my head, you wasn't just gonna talk to me no any kind of way. And I'm talking to men. Okay? The one thing I found out about white men, they'll back down from you. They're not going to keep coming for you. They will back down. And if you embarrass them, they're going to back all the way out the room. And they going to be less likely to come in there when you in the room until y'all get y'all stuff together. That was my experience of 20 years being with them. It'll come, Danielle. You have to control it yourself. Just bite your lips. Breathe in, breathe out. Stop, meditate, think, walk away. Do whatever you have to do. That's what I had to do. Oh, let me get out this room. Oh, I got to go. And that's what I did until it stopped being a habit because it's very habit forming. It's like any other addiction. Cursing is an addiction too. Okay? And it's hard to break it. But then I am now a mother. I don't want my daughter going to nursery school saying the things that I would say. I never was one of these old filthy cusses and calling people B's and MFs and all that. I would use curse words, okay? And I could have been a real bad cusser up until this day because I told you about the lady who came in to clean up for my parents after she had been jilted at the altar by her soon-to-be husband that did not ever show up. She came back from the asylum down in Pineville, Louisiana, when they were doing shock treatments back then. And my grandmother took her in and let her start working with her in the grocery store and cleaning up and putting stuff on the shelf and, whatever she could do to help. And she paid her every week so she could have a salary. And she lived up on the corner from us. We called her Honey, but her name was Orel. Honey was there all of my life until my baby was born. When she passed was when my child was still a baby. And she called me her calf. And my oldest brother was her cow. That's how bad her mind was. But don't mess with us. None of us, okay? I think we were her favorites because he was the one that took up the time to take her shopping or whatever. And she would always want me to go because she would always want to buy me something. So she could come back and I bought Lil Sis this. I bought Lil Sis that. And I never was ashamed of her because she acted fine when she got away around people she didn't know. She didn't act like that, but she might come back home and cuss the whole house out. And we grew up just knowing her mind was bad. Don't pay her no attention. Yep. Okay. Shanta says, hello, I agree with you. Hey, Shani, how you doing? I cuss like somebody going crazy. I ain't a lady yet, y'all. Pray for me. It takes time. It will get there. You will get there. If I could get there, you can get there too. Okay, use me for an example. I've been out here probably 14 months. Y'all have never heard me come out here and cuss. I have rebutted some people who have come for me, but I tried to do it in a classy way and state my facts, okay? But never coming out here with be this and MF that, you and your mammy this. I hate that word mammy. I have said that out here many times. That's an old indentured slave word. I don't like that at all. And I'm quick to tune out when people say that, okay? Because of my life and how it's been structured and what I've been through. I don't like it, okay? You can be funny without being crude and provocative. And that's what I try to do when I come out here. When I'm out here and I'm on one and I'm telling jokes or I'm laughing and I'm going after it, I still am cautious of what I say and what I say about people. I don't care what they said about me. I'm not going to dox them to find out anything negative about them. They probably should have found out more about me before they said what they said, but they didn't. So now it's over. Move on. Now I know why I feel a bond here. I have a prayer closet too. My daddy always say, give it to God. You got to. My little niece, most of y'all were not over here when I showed her, but the movie about the prayer closet, she was actually my husband's niece. She played in that movie as the little girl. And the lady who was her mother was actually her aunt in real life. And that was my husband's sister's granddaughter. And they lost their mother about a year after she was in that movie. So she's being raised in Tennessee by her father now. And it's 4 girls. Yeah. And they're doing wonderful. But thank God that her mother had set an example for them. And they had written Christian books. They had done a lot in those few years they were together. Her mother laid down on the bed, said she wasn't feeling well. A couple of hours later, they went in there to check on her and she was gone. That fast. Life can move around very quickly. And I always keep that within my head. Trying to be a lady and not leaving out here with the wrong image and people having the wrong legacy about who I really was. So what is considered not being ladylike? Not being graceful, not being polite, not behaving in a way that is considered to be socially accepted for a woman. Did y'all get that? I think you did. Lawana is saying exactly. Oh, while I use my bathroom as a prayer closet and have always told my daughters about one quiet place in the home, the bathroom. It is. And nobody's going to disturb you when you're in the bathroom. That's your private time. And I guess that's why my mom always used hers, because any other room in the house, there was 6 children in there. And then when my little sister came along, there's a baby in there now. So it makes sense to me now. It didn't then, because she would stay in there so long sometimes. It would be 30, 40 minutes. And then every Saturday night, she was at the dining room table with the Bible, because she had to get a Sunday school lesson together, because she taught Sunday school. Or either she was going over songs because she was a choir director. So maybe that's why I like music. She started me off in music so young. Lily says, my mother never cursed. I got it from her. That's good, Lily. I'm very proud that you have never had to go down that road and break that bad habit. Drew Pack. If sinners be damned, at least let them lean to hell over our dead bodies. And if they perish, let them perish with our arms wrapped about their knees, imploring them to stay. Charles Spurgeon. Okay, thank you for that, Drew. I appreciate that. I've never seen you in here before, but you're welcome. Hey, Keisha Boyd, how you doing? Miss Jackie Johnson says, when I lived in Detroit, that's what my friends called me, Jackie. Oh, okay, Jackie. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought she was a lady with so much class. I looked up to her, Michelle Obama. When they go low, we go high. I love that statement she made, and she actually presented herself like a lady all the way through the White House in those 8 years. And I loved how she raised her kids and the respect she had for her mom and her mom had for her. She exemplified a true black woman of status to me. Okay. Um, Classy lady says, yes, thank you. You're so welcome. Hey, Chef Mac, I didn't think you were going to be in here. I thought you would be on the road. Have you made it to your destination? Everybody's speaking to you. Danielle says, most definitely. The way these women curse on here is disgraceful. It is. And I would hate for their chat to be like mine, where children are always popping up in their chat. At least these children that pop up in here may do children things, but they'll never be able to go away and say, oh, that woman was over there cursing and doing this and saying that. No, ma'am. That's not my style. I don't do that. Teach his own, but that's not me. Vonda says, I'm a loner and I avoid chaos and drama. I bite my tongue a lot, but when I get full, I snap and curse folks out. And it seems like you can maintain it until you get upset. So that is the only part you're going to have to work on, Vonda, is when you get upset, how to walk away from it, not to snap. That ain't going to be easy either. I need to start dealing with situations as they arise. You do, because you're a person that let things build up. And baby, I don't want to be around you when you reach that pinnacle point where you can't take no more. I don't want to be around you. Because when you snap, you snap. That's what I'm reading now. Work on it. You'll get there. Latina Cruz, hey, how you doing, Latina? Okay, Nap Tiger. My mom say, F that sequel I almost hit. I was shocked she said that. Sometimes, it's in all of us. I don't care who you are. I believe that it's there, but it's managing it. That's the thing I see. Being able to manage under different circumstances and with different people. And you meeting people out here from all walks of life in these different chats and stuff. Some of you have become friends where y'all see each other all the time. You read each other's comments and you can click because of that. And you'll see it from chat to chat. They'll follow each other from chat to chat and speak to each other from chat to chat. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm not doing drama, you don't see the drama queens in here. Or if they were in here, they left. Okay, because I wasn't saying what they want me to say. I was no longer connected with who they wanted me to be connected with. Okay, teach his own. not behaving in a way that is considered to be socially accepted for a woman. So I have a question. What age should you look at it as moving from just being a woman to a lady? Or do you think that you should pick it up in childhood and then it should continue on out through life? How do you feel about that? And I'm talking about in today's society, because in years gone by, we grew up as ladies. Wasn't nobody cussing in front of that bomber. Wasn't nobody coming out here. Wasn't no YouTube to come out here and cuss in front of the world and all of that. Just degrade people and lie on people and all of that. The neighbors would beat you back then and take you home to your mama and let her beat you. That's the era I grew up in, and each generation got more lax. And when I saw the tables turning was in the 80s, when I started raising my children. A lot of parents weren't raising their kids. They were either working or they were out and about, and grandparents were stepping in. But the generational behavior had changed so much until these grandparents couldn't do nothing with them because they were associating with kids outside of the house who they shouldn't have been associating with. There was no bond anymore between neighbors. We've moved away from the neighborhood, from the community. It's not all black anymore. It's an integrated society. So now we're trying to do what they do, and they've always been the worst when it came to falling out at the registers, in the grocery stores. Get up, Johnny. Don't do that. Come on. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to take your this. Boy, get up. Come on. Don't act like that. Where our parents would tear that butt up. You knew better than to do it. I ain't never got no whooping in the grocery store. If I asked for something, she said no. No meant no. Okay? When we got in the car, we talk about it. And she had explained to me why no was no, or I'm not getting it for you today. I get it for you on payday, or I get it for you at this day, whatever. Okay? And one thing I can say about her, she never went back on her promise. If she said she was gonna get it, she got it. If she told you she wasn't, she wasn't. Okay? Can't be no fairer than that. Okay, I read yours, not Tagger. Zay, how you doing, young lady? I would appreciate it if you could assist me with how to deal with social anxiety. We're going to talk about that, Zay, but I didn't want to talk about it. I have the commentary ready. So maybe tomorrow I'll come out here and we'll talk about anxiety. We've already talked about depression. And that was one of my two topics tonight, to either talk about being a lady versus a woman, or talk about anxiety. I wasn't feeling anxiety tonight, but stick around and come back. And we're going to talk about anxiety, what it is, how to deal with it, and everything. I have it all ready and prepared. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. So hang in there tonight and come back tomorrow, okay? Hi, Anthony, how are you? I just curse in conversation. I don't be mad. We just be talking. You have to get away from that. You may have to move out from around the people that are accepting of that and get in another circle for a while. I'm not saying not be friends to them, Kendra. I'm just saying you got to break the habit some kind of way. And if you're not strong enough to be in that circle, when they are cursing, they obviously are cursing too. You're not the only one in that cursing, or them just accepting you cursing. You got to make some changes in order to get away from it. Now, how, when, and where, that's on you. Okay, not Tiger, but I got it. I was trying to not hit the squirrel and went out of the lane. Okay, and it just came out. I bet it did shock you if you had never heard that before, because I would have been like, Mama! I know I would have been with mine. Okay, because she was the little first grade school teacher, okay? So she wasn't cursing about her babies. Nope. My daughter is 24 and does not curse in front of me. That's good, Keisha. That's respect. That's what that is. I don't think she should curse around you or you should curse around her. I broke that habit when I had my daughter, because I didn't want her to say, Oh, I didn't want to say, how's it go? Don't do what I do what I say do. That ain't right. Mm-mm. No, that's speaking, I don't know. I just don't do that. Hey, Real Spills, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Where you rich? Um, my son, I have to say, watch your mouth at times. Your boy and your girl are different, I see. Yeah? Mm-hmm. He seems like he's going to be the challenging one. My dad told me as a small child to treat people the way they treat me, no matter the age. That's a good saying. And that's biblical. That comes from the Bible, Danielle. It does. Hold on, y'all. I'm never going to get it all out until I get to the doctor. I don't know what he going to do. Give me a shot or what, but he going to have to do something. How you feeling, caller? Sugar, says JP. Okay. So I found 10 habits of every successful woman. Keyword, successful. They challenge themselves. No significant achievement was ever made in comfort. Do I need to repeat that again? No significant achievement was ever made in comfort. That means that if you've reached that goal in life that you set for you years back and you're there, look back on it and you will see it was not a comforting thing. It was a challenging thing, but you made it. That's what's important. The final step is you made it. Okay? Stay organized. The more organized you are, the better your life is going to be. You're going to constantly be upset and worried about this and worried about that if you don't know where you put something. Learn to put things back in their place. It's only a minute that it takes for me to walk in there and put these scissors up now that I'm finished using them. Or I'm going to move them somewhere else. And at this age, it bothers me when I can't find things and I don't know where things are. That's why it's hard for old people to live with other people, because they know where they put things. And they can do what they want to and say what they want to in their home. I never understood it until I started aging. I truly understand it now. Speak up in a ladylike tone. Be fluent and with quality rebuttals of the truth. When I come out here to rebut something somebody has said about me that is not true, I don't need to come out here and lie on them to make them look bad because they lied on me. I need to tell the truth. I need to say what I need to say in a ladylike voice, and I need to keep it moving. I'm done with it now. I don't need to keep coming back and forth. I don't need to go over there and look at them to see what they said, because that's going to make me come back. Okay? That wouldn't qualify me as a lady. That would qualify me as a dumb woman. Because you know if you go over there and look and they say something, you got to come back. Okay? That's not appropriate for a 70-year-old. Not at all. Keisha says, Danielle knew me. I was told by my grandmother, always treat people the way you want to be treated. That's exactly right. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. Getting on down. Passing the trolls up. Keisha wants to know, Danielle, what's fascio? Fascio? I don't know what it is either. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Okay. Who do you voodoo? What a name. Hi, Grandma. Hi. I'm not your grandma, but I am a grandma. So I am chatting with Ms.V. So you can address me as Ms.V. How are you? Keisha says, sometimes it's hard when people push your buttons. It is. It is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. My buttons have been pushed out here before. Y'all have seen me come out here and address them. But I waited, and people got upset with me because they had forgot what the person had said. I had to wait and get my act together. I didn't want to come out here doing the fool because they did the fool. I got to get my head on straight in order to address them in front of y'all. I've always said I have the utmost respect for my chat. I don't want my supporters supporting me in wrong. Y'all have all opportunities and y'all have done it before. Now, Ms.V, I don't quite agree with that. Okay, well, explain to me so I'll understand it. I might have a change of mind. Okay, I'm not always right. Sometimes it's hard when people push your buttons. It is, Keisha. Miss Jackie says, I made it. I'm a lady. All right then, Jackie. You can do it. You know, like I say, it takes time. It takes a lot of endurance. Patience is a virtue. All of that. Sometimes you have to, like I say, and I catch myself doing that a lot of times. Oh my God. Why don't she just go away? Why don't she just leave me alone? Why does she keep calling my name? I'm not calling her name. Stop trying to make content off of me. You are not my content. Leave me alone. And then I have to think. That's what she wants you to do. You playing right into her game. In this ear, out that ear. But it takes a while to adjust to that, okay? Who do you voodoo? Do you like my name? Not really. I'm from Louisiana, and voodoo there, we're deep into the Bible Belt, okay? So we don't believe in voodoo at all from my family. I'm not saying everybody from Louisiana doesn't, because a great deal of people do, especially in South Louisiana. I'm from Northeast Louisiana, which is much like maybe Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama. It's definitely a Mason-Dixon line in that state. Miss Millie say, Ms.V, we just got hit with a ton of kids. I try to time out if they not being negative before remove or block if I'm not sure. But Lord, they came in hard. I saw what y'all were doing, and I really appreciate y'all. And I don't know why they choose to come over here. I really don't. I don't know if it's because I'm working in the school system and they found my page. That could be, I really don't know, because they came into a whole lot of people's page, but they seem to want to stay over here. And so that says they like me, but they don't know what to say to me. Y'all do what y'all have to do. Okay? So let me turn this page over here. Can you be eloquent and ladylike at the same time? I think so. Be kind and respectful to others. Walk away when they don't react or receive. That's hard to do. Listen when people speak to you about you and try to put yourself in their shoes. If it doesn't make sense and it's not you, walk. It's a hard thing to do because it makes you feel like you a coward or you a punk, or however you want to look at it. Be that. What difference does it make? You didn't raise your blood pressure. It didn't age you with a bunch of frowns in your face. You didn't have to cuss them out. You can go and tell God, take care of them for me. I don't want these people in my life. Remove them out of my way. They in the way. And he will, if you be patient. Okay, Keisha saying voodoo not with you, but for you. Okay. Hey Pierre, how are you this afternoon, this evening? Okay, Keisha saying that's what she thinks. Can you pray for me? I can, but I don't know what I need to pray for you for. And you need to pray for yourself, okay? First, before you ask others to come out here praying for you that don't even know what's going on, pray for you first. You can talk to him just like I can, Voodoo. And then when the next time you come out, what you're going to have to say what the prayer is for. Just setting up a general prayer for you might not help your situation. Okay? That's like asking God for a new car and not telling him what kind you really want and not working towards that kind you really want. Okay? You got to understand him like you understand man. Okay, Kelly Smith is saying voodoo is of the devil. Yes. Yes, Jesus the Lord will fight your battles, and he will. Thank you, Kelly. You know, he said pray with him. Okay. Well, put your prayer in there, Voodoo, while I finish up my commentary. That is a true process to me of elimination. You really don't have to say anything. Just move on. They don't compliment your circle. They don't compliment your life. They don't compliment your lifestyle. You could never take these people places where you go if you consider yourself a lady. They don't fit in. So does it really matter for a virtual person? Does it really matter for a person you really know? I have all kinds of people in my life, but they can't go every place I go. I'm not going every place with them. They go. We have certain things we can do. Some of my ghetto friends, we can have a ball here in my house because I'm not inviting anybody but people like them out there at the pool. Okay? They know who I am. They know how far to go with me. They've been in my life a long time. Okay? But then if I go in a different circle of people who are very classy, very sophisticated, would look at me upside my head crazy for even bringing them there, why would I take them when they don't fit in? They're going to be uncomfortable anyway. Or they're going to make the people I'm taking them to their house or their place or their party uncomfortable. You've got to discern that kind of stuff. Okay? Remain calm and collective in any given situation. It does not matter what the people say. They just separate themselves from you. It's all in how you look at it. Okay? If they came out here and they were supposed to be my friend, or they pretended to be my friend, and then you find out later, these are not your friends. These people are playing with the devil. They are over there with your biggest demon. Let them separate themselves from you by letting them tell you who they are. You don't have to address them no more. You don't have to go around them. You don't have to be none of that. Just keep it moving. That is the hardest thing for a lot of people to do. Visualize your goals. See it actually happening. And do everything legally within your power to make it happen. Read before bedtime. These are some of the things you can do to put yourself in a better place in life. And not have to think about, oh, she said this, so I'm going to say that. You don't have to do that. That is one of the greatest keys to success is reading. You learn through reading. But be mindful of what you read. Now, if you're reading to put yourself to sleep with something comforting, because we dream all night long, we just don't remember those dreams always until the ones closer to morning. But you'll have a more peaceful night's sleep if you read something before you go to bed that's comforting and soothing. Okay? Sometimes I go to Psalms. It's all there. I don't have to go out and buy no book, no self-help book. That is a self-help book to me. I'm sorry to ask off topic. Have you had acid reflux so bad it feels like a heart issue? Yes. I actually had it early 90s. But the medication that the doctor gave me, it went away. It was a prescription then, but it's over the counter now. Can I think of the name at this point? No. But it was a purple pill, if I'm not mistaken. And then eventually I changed my diet. I did a lot of things, Keisha, to help resolve it. I had to lift the head of my bed up with bricks when I had it. I had to lift my head up with pillars where my top portion of my body was higher than the lower portion. I couldn't sleep flat. Though it would wake me up. Sometimes regurgitating oils or just a nasty taste in my mouth. Stay away from them greasy foods. Stay away from peppermints, chocolate candy, alcohol. Those are some of the things that will trigger it that I remember. I remember him giving me a sheet of things to stay away from until it kind of healed itself. Because there's something wrong with the lining of your stomach. Okay, and you don't want to create ulcers. I went to ER but left because wait was 347 minutes or 3 hours and 47 minutes. Oh, wow. Prilosec. That's what I had back in the day. And the prescription one was more milligrams than the one that they have over the counter. But that is what helped me get rid of mine. And I had to learn to start drinking more water. Stay away from acids like your juices and coffee even. I couldn't drink coffee. I had to leave that alone. Teas. It just took me down to a diet that was a very simple diet. Butter. All that stuff. Until I guess my stomach got strong enough again where it didn't create so much acid. I don't know. But it was years. It was about 2 years I went through it and it was bad. Mm-hmm. So try the Prilosec. That's what helped me. Like I said, mine was prescription form back then. But maybe, double the dose. Take 2 and see if that'll help you. I don't know anything else but change your diet, and that's what I did. Keisha. Danielle is agreeing again. And Millie, Keisha, yes, ma'am. That happens if you have any Tums you can down or Alka-Seltzer, even a spoon of baking soda in water. All of that will help you. I never did do the Alka-Seltzer, but I did do the baking soda in water, and it did relieve it. But just watch what you eat more so than anything while you're going through this. And please stay away from them greasy foods. That is not going to help your situation. Stick mainly with a lot of vegetables. Okay? Got to be careful of your fruits even. The acid ones. But it got so bad with me, Prilosec or Nexium. It says Amelie. There you go. I don't even think they had Nexium back then when I was going through it. Because it was, I want to say it was early 90s, but it could have been late 80s as well. It's been so long ago. Oh my God, I have been regurgitating also. Okay, yeah, yours is bad. Okay, so Keisha, get off of here and go take some of that and see if that'll work for you. Because that can be very painful too. I would eat a spoonful of mustard. Okay, try what Danielle is saying. A spoonful of mustard, Keisha. Oh no, I drank 5 cups of coffee. Gotta leave that caffeine alone. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I wished I had that sheet or I could pull up that sheet that he gave me. But I can remember chocolate was on there and I was like, Lord, I love chocolate. Peppermints was on there. Coffee. He told me decaffeinated would be okay. But the caffeine, I had to leave alone. Greasy foods, anything fried. He told me to bake everything and even drain the grease if some grease came off the baked food. And, pat it dry with a paper towel. I just remember it was mostly vegetables on there that wouldn't bother me when I had it. And the only fruit that I could eat at that time was a banana because the oranges would irritate it. I could eat apples, tangerines, lemons, all that stuff. Pineapple even. Sugar would irritate it too, Keisha. If I ate a piece of cake, I could feel it by the time I started digesting it. Keisha, you want to alkalize the acids in the stomach. Right. The key is not having acidic food a few hours before bed. Some say milk or rice calms it down. I never, see, I'm not been a milk drinker for years because I was lactose intolerant for a long time too in my younger years, and I outgrew that. I have had a lot of things that I have outgrown in my life. For probably about 10 years, I couldn't have any milk products. And now I can drink milk, I can eat ice cream, I can do it all if I want to, and it doesn't bother me. I eat rice all the time. Okay, so try that. There's a whole lot of things. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome, Keisha. We don't want you over here feeling bad. Keisha, I drink a lot of coffee too, but if it's not fresh, If you reheat it often, it becomes more acidic. We went through this with my hubby. He can feel like a sharp chest pain if bad enough. Yes, I went through that where I had the chest pains and I'm thinking, oh Lord, I hope this is not a heart attack. Uh-huh. Let's do this channel. Hello, hello from Russia. Hello to you and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Coffee smells so good. I wished I liked it. It's addicting as well. Caffeine is very addicting. Coffee, Cokes, all of that. Anything with caffeine in it. And I've learned to make coffee in so many different ways now. I add cinnamon to it. I add honey to it. At one time, I was drinking it black, and I had to get away from that because everybody doesn't make their coffee the same strength. And when I went to my brother's house, that stuff would be so thick, and then he used community coffee. That would give me acid indigestion. And he drinks it every morning. He's 81 years old. I can't with him and that coffee. A lot of people make the mistake of brewing an acidic coffee or putting hot coffee in the fridge. It adds 3 times more acid doing that. Try to make coffee fresh, low acid coffee out now and use less of it. Don't make it so strong. No, that's Houston. Let's do this channel. That's Houston, Texas. That's not New York. Diz, hi, how are you doing? So let me get on through with the subject we were on. But I'm glad you came in and asked that question. So, and if anybody else has anything they need to ask, feel free to jump in the chat. Okay? As long as it makes sense. Take self-care of personal appearance is serious. Keep learning daily and never be afraid of positive change. Change can be sometimes very painful for people, but sometimes it can be better to make that change. I found that in my younger years that I like to do things routinely, and then all of a sudden I hit 40 and I couldn't stand routine work. I had to get off shift work and go to days to do projects because shift work was the same thing over and over, and I just got sick of it. And I have remained the same. I cannot stand routine stuff. I'm a diverse person and I like diversity. Okay, let me get up here and read your comment. I'm sorry, back to a lady. That's okay, Keisha. It's okay, because I'm wrapping it up now anyway, okay? We pretty much know and have concluded what being a lady and being a woman is, and they are different. We are all women, but we are not all ladies, okay? And always feel free to do that. In today's society, wear casual outfits that look appropriate and sophisticated and stylish as well as up to date. Now, you don't want to come in here, I'm 70 years old, looking like I'm 70. I'm not going to do it. I want to always keep up abreast of the styles. Look at magazines. Look up TV. The soap operas will give you all the styles if you just look at them for clothing. I looked at them for years for clothing because they're going to always have up-to-date styles on. Yep. Clothes change frequently. Learn to purchase day to night clothing. 7 days a week clothing. So you can dress it up or dress it down. What I mean is everybody should have a simple black dress in their closet. Take your jewelry and accessorize it. Okay? In the day, you can go to work with it on. At night, you can go to a different function with that same dress on. You may not have time to go home and change. If you live here in Houston, you live too far from everything. Unless you put something in the car with you to change out. You still haven't had a shower. So I really don't want to do that. I'd rather go in and freshen up. I'm not a person that I don't attract dirt. I'm careful of where I sit. I look at myself all through the day to make sure I don't have anything on me. When I'm eating, I'm over my plate, so I'm not dropping food all down in my bosom and stuff. Yeah, just little things makes the difference between a lady and a woman. A woman might just sit there and just eat all out the side of her mouth and all that. Well, I can't do that. I have a hard time when I bring a plate of food out here eating in front of y'all. Because I want to wipe my mouth. I want to do all that. And that's not the thing these days. People have made millions coming out here eating nasty. That Could never be me. Okay. Let's do this channel. Okay, it's cool. All righty. Manage Todd, please. I'm going to rehab now. Please pray for me. Okay. You'll get through it. If you checking into rehab, you know why you checking in there. Keep your mind on that. Forget the rest of the world. Concentrate on that and that alone. Most people who connect with an energy, a spirit of God, they get through it better because he'll help them. All right? Don't wait till you're sick in bed to connect with him. You're going to rehab for a reason. Keep that in mind. Follow the steps that they're giving you. And don't go back around what drove you to rehab. Is my best advice for you. Good luck and congratulations for going. Jersey Girl, hey Lady V and chat, peace and blessings, and peace and blessings to you as well. Every woman needs a little black dress. Coco Chanel said that. Yes, she does. Okay, same thing with a little white one. Okay, spring and summer is coming. All white affairs are all the time now. So you need something white with pants, shirt, or a dress. Dress it up, dress it down. Let your jewelry make the statement for you, and you don't have to go out and buy expensive jewelry. Costume jewelry works well these days. You cannot go out and buy very, very expensive jewelry like I did back in the day with all the diamonds and the golds and all that. People will snatch your arm off. No, just go get you some nice costume jewelry that you can wear every day, all day long. If they snatch it, oh well. As long as you don't hurt me, I don't care. Keep it. That's the way I feel. All right? And apply natural looking makeup. Don't go out there looking like Wonder Witch with all these camel looking eyelashes all the way up here. God ain't created that. You did. Okay? Be natural. Have a natural flow to you. Especially in the daytime. Now you can kind of up it at night because it's dark. So you a shining star. Okay, go for it. Normally people who are in the arts, cosmetology or clothing and stuff like that, they will rev it up day and night because that's what they do. They in the beauty world. But if you are everyday average citizen, don't go to work with them eyelashes up to here and people concentrating on your eyelashes trying to figure out why you did that instead of coming out with a natural look. Anytime I've ever worn them, which I don't wear them very much because they irritate my eyes every time I've tried. So I have to do waterproof mascara if I want that look. And that's what I've been using all my life anyway before lashes became so popular here in the last few years. And just make them look like they're part of you. Why you want to stand out in the crowd and not have a good look about you and people looking at you like, oh my God. Don't do that. Oh, Ms.V, did you see you are being duplicated, getting your ideas using them? I just saying, I noticed it. Don't jump me, okay? Oh, Ms.V, did you see you are being duplicated, getting your ideas using them? I just saying, I noticed it. I don't jump me. I don't understand that, Nut Tiger. Are you saying someone else is using my ideas? Because I'm using the ideas y'all are giving me and chatting with y'all about them. I'm never going to jump you. You've always given me ideas ever since you've been over here, but I'm not understanding exactly what you just said. But it's all good. Hey, Sandra McHenry, how are you this Friday? You're home, you had a long day, and you're ready for a good hot shower. I already had mine. And I'm drinking sparkling water, okay? All right, y'all. Let me get down to Jersey Girl, Keisha Boyd. Hey, beauty. Okay, getting on down the chat. Not Tiger, where did you see that? Now, I did see one of the ladies who had come out here and hate on me use the same topic that I said something about I'm here, and she came back with her live after I'd done my live and put the same topic. I don't know what she talked about because I didn't go in there. It just came up on my timeline, and I say, wow, they just won't quit. Okay? I said another commentary. Oh, okay, well, glad I'm able to help them. Not Tiger. That's the way I see it. So, y'all, this is about all I had for tonight. So, we established that there is a difference between a lady and a woman. And most of us in the chat tonight would rather prefer to be on the road of being a lady, even if you not considered yourself there. If you continue to do some of the things we discussed in the chat tonight, you will get there. Trust me, you will. And age is going to make a difference for most of us. Some of us will never change because that is who we really are. Okay, we can come out here and we can brag about this and we can brag about that. And my mama was this, and my daddy was that, and my sister's this, and my brother's that. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about you as a lady. Okay, so just keep up the good works, and I promise you'll look back and you'll remember this commentary that we did tonight, and you said, I made it. Keep him first, and all else will follow. Okay, y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming into the chat. Hit the like button for me on the way out. I have my commentary already ready for anxiety, and a lot of y'all have asked me to do anxiety, but I didn't want to do it back to back with depression. So we'll come out sometime tomorrow. It's Saturday. I don't know what y'all schedules are. Is it better to come out in the morning or come out at night? So maybe mid-morning, something like that. We'll talk about it, and that way you can get on with your day, because I hate to interrupt people's days. So I'll do it like that. I'm not an early riser when I don't have to. So maybe about 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll come out and we'll talk about anxiety. And those who miss it can catch the replay. You are so welcome. Vonda says, awesome live, AT, very informative. Thank you, Vonda. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Keisha and Millie, Kendra's Corner, all of y'all who have come in to listen to the live tonight. Glowing, love your earrings. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll see each other tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful night. Until then, love you.